The third bucket is what you're talking about. That's the leverage. Now, it's true when you're starting out, you really should be doing everything at least once. For example, one repeatable task in my business is reaching out to podcast hosts and seeing if they want to have me on their show. So I had to do that. I had to create the templates and work it out and what works, what doesn't work, and what research and all of that. Now, when you're first starting out, if you don't have any money or capital, you might need to do that for a little bit. But with your first revenue, with the first dollars that come in, or maybe with some savings, you got to start working out what is good for you to do and what is not good for you to do. So my business, if I was doing this audit, I'd write down everything that I do in the business and then circle the things that you want to keep for the rest of your life. So for me, it could be coaching for a select few clients. I'll do one-on-one coaching and maybe some appearances in the group program. That's ultimately, I'm not there at the moment. Then you want to work out, what can I get rid of now? So maybe you don't have much money, but you could probably afford someone, maybe a college kid or a high school kid, for minimum wage to take some things off your plate. Now, if you can't even make minimum wage in your own business, then you've got a bigger problem. But once you get to the point where you can earn at least $15, say, then it makes so much sense to hire someone for 12 to do anything, even your own laundry. And you're, making my smoothies and doing my shopping and doing my cooking and cleaning the house, all of that stuff. If I don't want to do it, better that I focus on getting coaching clients and serving them, even if it was $15 an hour, and then I hire someone for 12. So a lot of people wait too long. So in that category of leverage, I have 3 skills to practice. One is clarifying your own genius. This is the stuff that I do that maybe only I can do, and I love doing. All right. For me, that's coaching and training. And then everything else will be on a dream not to do list. So one day, all of these things will be done by someone else. What will I farm out this week or this month? So for me, early on, it was the podcast pitching and booking. There's a lot of fiddly details going back and forth, and they want to change the date and they need a headshot, and that's not the right headshot, and all of that stuff. I've got someone now I trained up in my system. And look, sometimes if there's a cash squeeze, like there was a pandemic and whatever, sometimes I might go back to taking on some of that stuff myself. But that's a last resort. The other thing in my business that was repeatable was taking the recording of interviews like this and looking for a couple of clips that were particularly powerful or punchy and pushing those out on social media and linking back to your show to try and get you more subscribers. That stuff I did originally, and I worked out my own system for it. And then you create a training document and hire. So the second skill in this last bucket is harnessing great talent at a good price. And that's a whole skill in and of itself. You want to get really good at an automated system that you only get on the Zoom call with the final 3 people who've already done 2 hours of testing, have really impressed you, and then maybe you'll choose 2 of them and have them compete for a couple of weeks. Like, all of that stuff can be learned. And then the last piece of this bucket is motivating that team so that they are creating their own goals and running them past you, creating their own deadlines. They're highly motivated, and they come to you and renegotiate if something's not going to be done in time. You don't find out about it. You don't go chasing them. Where is it? They come to you. That's a really exciting skill. And that's the last one in this bucket.